Hello, Descendant. What can I do for you?
Ask me anything about modules.
Descendant, number 17 here. I'll be assisting you on this operation. Good luck. Enemy structure operation. Initiating full-scale blocking operation.
First way.
Let's go. Back away.
High-level enemy identified. Designating as top priority target. Please eliminate.
Let's deal with this first.
Multiple Vulgus forces detected. Recommend elimination of all their defensive forces.
Grenade launcher, okay.
Sighted another Vulgus leading the defensive forces. Eliminate this target and stand by for next transmission.
Alright. That's it. Oh, that was one. Yeah, but let's start that one. You know, this one. Sure, lots of new ones. Nice. The same one, but different areas. Fine. Here we go. Guess what? Special elevation rewards. See the only one here, actually.
I thought the enemy movements looked suspicious. It seems they were preparing a surprise attack. As the zone's defense line has been breached, the situation is critical. I'm assuming command.
trying my best to hold them off, but there's too many of them. I can't do it alone. We got it. Oh, there's too many of them. So that no. I still like need a hell on my own. Okay.
So this is the Ironheart excavation site that was documented in the Ancestors' data. As you must know, the Ironhearts are mysterious entities that somehow made their way to Ingress. They were first discovered by the Architects. The Ironhearts were passed down to the Ancestors, my creators, and the forebears of the Descendants. We don't know why the Ancestors hid all the Ironhearts. But this much is certain. I was created in order to lead you to them. After that, well, we'll come to that once we find you an Ironheart.
Hi, Dad. You watching there? What's the thing, guy? That's what we got.
Descendant. I'm detecting an unusual energy flow nearby. These are traces of Ironheart excavation. Arnhart microparticles confirmed. Initiating emergency restoration protocols to repair damaged systems. Descendant, we have retrieved Arnhart elements from the excavation site. Next, I must... Oh no. This wasn't just an excavation site. I need to interface with the quantum monolith, a data processor belonging to the ancestors. This device contains my restoration data, which can be copied using Arnhart microparticles. I can guide you there.
Let's go.
However, to access the quantum monolith, Descendant, I must undergo authentication here first. I should still have access, as it was my system and memories that were damaged. Please keep them on display while the authentication is in progress.
Intruders accessing core asset. Approaching high-risk levels. Initiating facility lockdown procedures.
Descendant, passageways are being blocked across the facility. I'll do my best to find a way out, but it won't be easy to maneuver. Please be careful.
Back away! No. You're next.
excavation site. There must have been countless experiments conducted here using the Iron Hearts. Emergency restoration protocols would have been one of them.
No one can leave! Executing Legion of Immortality General Amon's orders!
Amen. Descendant, I must access the quantum monument. Defeat the weapons.
What do you want me to do? Hack something? Place a wiretap? Check data?
This is the Ancestors facility. I hope we can find something we can use to restore my system. But the Vulgus commander has already ordered his troops to extract the data. Probably too late.
The Ancestors' data should not be underestimated. Not only does it have immense capacity, it's also quantum encrypted. Even the Magisters who worked here doing research have said that full data extraction is impossible.
Magisters? Do you mean the technologists who were once allied with the Vulgus?
More importantly, enemies after the Ancestors' data as well. Can anyone think why?
Nothing comes to mind. My only guess is that this place is somehow connected to the Ironheart. I'll know once I have the data. Descendant. Unfortunately, none of the Ancestors' data remains in this terminal. I will check the other terminals, but it seems the Vulgus were successful with their extraction.
That can't be right. If it were possible to fully extract the data, then the Magisters would have already done it.
Until recently, it would have been impossible for the Vulgus as well. However, if they have someone on their side who is very familiar with the Ironheart, then it will have been achievable. By applying algorithms from the Ironheart to military applications, electronic warfare capabilities can be greatly improved. I recommend we investigate the other terminals.
Descendant, did you come here looking for me? No. Or did you come to witness the superior technology of Vulgus? Commander of the invading Vulgus forces. It is a shame that I am unable to face you directly. Noted. You're next.
This terminal also does not contain the Ancestors' data. However, Descendant, I sense the transmission of the Ancestors' data is happening close by. That is most likely where the enemy command center is located. As the enemy sealed off Kingston's network, transmitting data over a long distance would have been impossible. This means we still have an opportunity to retrieve the Ancestors' data.
Results.
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
Welcome to the Modules Lab.
I will also type in there. Ah. Oh, yeah.
This is the field report from the Ironheart retrieval operation. Would you like to read it?
No. I've already heard enough about it. I'll read the report later.
Then you must know how dangerous it was. What if we had lost someone?
Acquiring the Ironheart is of the utmost importance. You know that it might be the only way to end this wretched war.
You're right, it might be the only way. But that's not all the Magisters have said. They also admitted that using the Ironheart might make the dimensional wall unstable.
Do you want to just sit back and watch the enemy acquire all of the Ironhearts? If you don't know what the outcome of that is, I'll tell you. Extermination.
We have no info on what the Vulgus intend to do with the Ironhearts. Of course, I don't believe it's anything good.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Now do you understand that this was a necessary operation?
Oh, I see now. This is the location I have to get the gear. That's a lot. This first. Should be able to get. Go to Descendant. Should get this free. You have to clap it. Without any custom assistance.
What is it?
Oh, the special human child. What do you need?
So it's the same. Got it. I'm about to reach the final rank. That's one thing. Well, about looking this one, and there's more ranks here.
We've secured the airspace above the operation zone. I'll leave you to handle the interior.
Enzo has minimized external interference. We should be able to better focus on our objectives. Descendant, we need to determine what the Vulgus are doing inside the cave. We need to know why the items that Jeremy is pursuing are inside, as well as what they are. As Jeremy is not linked to me, there is no way for me to know what he is planning. We must stop him before it is too late. Decima warned us that the Vulgus here are stronger. Please be careful.
I'm aware of that, guy. Besides, I was being earlier. I'll do it again.
The enemy is using a narrow tunnel. We need to break through. That's strange. The enemies stationed at the entrance appear to be intact. Jeremy must have been able to evade them. This must be the high-density Kuiper that Jeremy mentioned. By human standards, this is contaminated waste. It is also identical to the substance mentioned in Alzarok's autopsy report.
What? So what you're saying is that Jeremy took it?
There are no access records on this terminal for anyone aside from us. That is all I can discern for now. We must explore deeper. I will focus on detecting pulses when they are hot. It seems the Vulgus have established a large-scale calculated community here, concealed from the vigilant eyes of Albion.
Just the idea that Alzarok exists is proof enough for me that we can't allow this to continue. We will finalize the detonation of the facility, while you eliminate the enemy forces.
Powerful enemy units have been deployed to protect the Kuiper. Please be on your guard. Based on data analysis, the high-density Kuiper produced in this cave was used to enhance the Vulgus who occupied this zone.
The Vulgus made a lot of effort to enhance their forces. I admit it. Decima was right to follow his nose.
The question is, why does Jeremy want this? The substance cannot be used by humans. There are no signs of Jeremy here either. It may be because of the contamination.
Yeah, I should think because our bodies are not that
The
strong.
density of the Kuiper was too low for that.
Jeremy was after high-density Kuiper and didn't touch any of this. Check the total amount of Kuiper within the facility.
Oh, is Albion suddenly interested in the Kuiper I refined? How surprising.
There is a larger Kuiper deposit on the other side of the facility. But you should focus on eliminating the enemy first. The scale and density of the Kuiper on the other side of the facility is enough to create Alzarok-level Vulgus for centuries. It probably contains a high level of contamination.
What? Okay, everybody get out. I'm going to blow it to hell right now.
Decima, don't blow it up yet. Jeremy might still be inside.
Enzo is correct. We have not found any evidence of Jeremy at any of the other Kuiper deposits so far. There may be signs of him on the other side of the facility.
Guide is right. Jeremy will probably be after the Kuiper with the highest densities.
I'm so pleased that you came all this way in person, Descendant. I'm curious about the effectiveness of the enhancements to my forces. Would you be so kind as to test them for me?
Vulgus commander seems to be saying we're the first to arrive. Descendant, we must secure this area before Jeremy can.
Thank you, Descendant. I understand the additional Kuiper density required to enhance my regular troops. Now, time for your reward. A damp, dark place like this is perfect for refining Kuiper. But it's even better for decorating the walls with your insides as I rip you to pieces. What do you think of my proposal? Just you wait. You'll be an excellent source of nutrients for the Tree of Truth. What a wasted opportunity to give the tree of truth a taste of Descendant.
It appears that there is another more important zone to the Vulgus than this one. Thankfully, Jeremy did not progress that far. We must destroy this place before he can obtain the Kuiper. If we destroy this location, there will be no suitable zone for Jeremy to obtain high-density Kuiper from. Should he look for Kuiper in an outside source, he will not be able to avoid being detected by us.
came back says she and her parents woke up when they heard scratching at the door. Their dogs barking. Her family worried someone was breaking in. Her worry turning to shock seeing the That was not what I was expecting.
Alright, guys. Can you sense the waves emitted from the Ironheart?
I can. However, my scans show there is a space deep beneath this area. The energy waves are being dispersed by a metal device installed by the enemy. It will be difficult to determine the exact location of the Ironheart.
Damn it! Not only did they spread their toxins everywhere, they installed this as well.
They most likely intended to use it to transport the Ironheart they found.
Analyzing layout of the ruins. RK covers 40% of the entire area. A point of note, the RK corresponds to a single pattern, unlike the patterns of Descendant. According to the layout analysis results, the location of these readings is identical to that used for tombs and altars. If I compile all of the data we have gathered, there is a high probability that this is the tomb of one of the ancestors who died during the Civil War. The fact that they were laid to rest in such a deep location, either they were an ancestor of a high status, or they played an important role in the incidents related to the Ironhearts. I've identified a Vulgus communications frequency being transmitted nearby. It will likely contain information we need. We should investigate. The Ironheart isn't here. The Vulgus came to excavate the remains of the ancestor. They plan to use this to open the ancestor's vault.
I don't understand. The remains of an ancestor, a vault? What do you mean?
If the vault contains an Ironheart, it may have been placed there intentionally to prevent someone from claiming it. The reason the Vulgus have extracted DNA from the remains is likely because the vault can only be accessed through a bioscan.
If that's the case, then the occupant of this tomb is the same individual who locked the vault.
That's correct. They must be planning to use the DNA to allow them to bypass the biometric authentication and claim the Ironheart.
Claire, check your feet.
Just be like, old man.
This device interferes with the Sieve links. I'll restore the disrupted communications. Noise removal complete. Checking contents. Sender, Enzo. He says the Vulgus have been spotted moving to another zone.
Have they found a way to open the vault already? Damn it! We need to get to that vault.
Wait, we should secure the Ancestors' remains and the data just in case. If the vault can only be accessed through the biometric authentication of specific DNA, then we'll need that DNA as well.
I have disabled the Vulcus data repository for now. I have also collected the data formatting sample of the remains.
Well, that's a relief. Can't stand it when things go according to Vulgus plans. Let's deal with these bastards quickly and get moving.
Have been stabilized. All units return to Albi to prepare for the next operation.
Reload.
So this is the Ironheart excavation site that was documented in the Ancestors' data. As you must know, the Ironhearts are mysterious entities that somehow made their way to Ingress. They were first discovered by the Architects. The Ironhearts were passed down to the Ancestors, my creators, and the forebears of the Descendants. We don't know why the Ancestors hid all the Ironhearts, but this much is certain. I was created in order to lead you to them. After that, well, we'll come to that once we find you an Ironheart. Descendant. I'm detecting an unusual energy flow nearby. These are traces of Ironheart excavation. Ironheart microparticles confirmed. Initiating emergency restoration protocols to repair damaged systems. Descendant. We have retrieved Ironheart elements from the excavation site. Next, I must... This wasn't just an excavation site. I need to interface with the quantum monolith, a data processor belonging to the Ancestors. This device contains my restoration data, which can be copied using Ironheart microparticles. I can guide you there.
Oh, what a miss.
However, to access the quantum monolith, Descendant, I must undergo authentication here first. I should still have access, as it was my system and memories that were damaged. Please keep them on at bay while the authentication is in progress.
Intruders accessing core asset. Approaching high-risk levels. Initiating facility lockdown procedures.
Descendant, passageways are being blocked across the facility. I'll do my best to find a way out, but it won't be easy to maneuver. Please be careful. Excavation site. There must have been countless experiments conducted here using the Iron Hearts. Emergency restoration protocols would have been one of them.
No one can leave! Executing Legion of Immortality General Amon's orders!
Amen. Descendant, I must access the quantum monolith. Defeat the Vulgus.
of the stream, new powers emerge. At the top of the list, the Guild. A former crime syndicate based in the Mediterranean city of Avalon. It evolved into a global tech giant led by new CEO Emma Kagan. They vowed to bring humanity back from the brink, inspiring millions with the promise of peace. As the world still reels from these events, David continues to fight alongside trusted allies. David draws strength from legends who came before him, like commanding officer Colonel Troy Marshall, who once crossed paths with the Guild during their criminal years. Now his focus lies solely on the future. But in the world of Black Ops, the past never dies, and every action has its consequences.
We have to succeed no matter what, if we want to widen the gap between us and them. Our supply box is waiting for the samples to arrive. Great. We extracted the data as quick as we could and found out that they were also storing calico bones. Now, I have to try to figure out why.
You will do that. Then focus life and kill.
Hey, wanna listen with me?
Descendant. Do you remember the bone sample we took from the calico? A small amount of RK has been detected on it. It's strange. Ancestors aside, how can RK be detected on the bone of some giant organism I have never heard of? I cannot be sure, but there's a good chance that the ancestors used the calico to test the RK weapon. Based on the data on the calico that we received through the Isiv, if we estimate its original size based on the size of the bone, its bone density and composition, and assume appropriate muscle mass to support this, its body would be comparable in toughness to that of a colossus. A calico like that would have been the perfect subject to test a weapon of such immense power. This is only a hypothesis, but it is the only conclusion that I can find when applying the calculations. We will need additional data in order to replace or confirm this.
Guide, I understand that we have to move quickly, but I'm sorry, I can't. I'm feeling dizzy from all those sounds I was exposed to. Everything sounds like noise to me now. I don't think I'll be able to handle a cave, or somewhere where everything echoes.
Luna, return to Albion now. I'll take care of things here.
Hello? I believe your thrusters have overheated. If you can't fly, you know you're about as useful as an empty tin can. You should have an ace fix you up before you break completely.
You're right. My thrusters as well as my suit are at their limits. Guide, look after the kid. Luna and I will head back.
All right, Kyle. Please take care of Luna. We'll investigate here.
Yep. We take her from here. That's on my own. Oh well. I feel like I was helping. That's found. Here we go.
I can detect RK even from the entrance. Do you really think the ancestors experimented on this animal? I
Who
wonder
knows?
if this is why they created a weapon using RK and tested its power. We've delved this far into the past. Time to discover an ancient secret.
Alright, let's go. Let's do it then.
I know the Vulgus are also desperately investigating this place because RK can be detected here.
Of course. I don't think that's much.
Unlike other locations, there are many broken bones here. I think there may have been a conflict at some point.
Get one.
I will check to see if I can detect substances other than RK.
About lunch.
No.
Hey, wait up. Okay, yeah, I see. Oh, there's some things over here.
Despite my expectations, I can find nothing other than RK, given that only RK can be detected. Perhaps the weapon did not use RK solely. Perhaps it was used for the attack itself. Why does he have to think such a powerful weapon? I want to know. If there were any ancestor facilities still remaining, we would have been able to look for those records.
You're early. I expected nothing less from a descendant. Lord Corral needs your arcade to obtain the last Ironheart. Come!
The Vulgus also discovered the existence of the arcade.
But I came. Well, if you want it, you have to take it. I feel like cold dead body, of
It
course.
was wise to order Luna and Cal to return.
Oh, I guess
If
I have
either
the
of them
sword.
had been killed
I'm
by
gonna
the
get the
Vulgus,
two, so
they would have been used to activate the RK weapon.
Nice ball. Okay, it's mods. Yeah, maybe it's stumble.
These are the ruins of the ancestors. They're connected to the place where the Caligo is buried. It might be evidence that they studied the corpse firsthand. If anything remained to be destroyed, they could have continued testing its destructive power. Descendant, the enemy is sending a high-voltage electric current to damage the ancestor security protocol. Battery algorithm analysis complete. We must destroy the enemy batteries. In sequence. Second enemy battery confirmed. I will try to remove the security protocol.
Is the battery that important? Are you afraid of me?
The removal is almost complete. Descendant, destroy the last battery and protect the data. Security protocol removed.
Welcome, Descendant. This
It's him.
needs arcade. You should be honored. Your arcade will be used for Lord Carell's grand plan.
Like hell, let that happen. Reload. Where you go? Dead? Good.
Guide code activated. 30%
Ha! In your
data
face!
access. Analyzing security data.
Yeah, that is still
Analysis
false.
complete. Descendant, I have discovered the goal of the development of the RK weapon and how to use it. The RK weapon was created to destroy the Red Sphere in order to destroy the Ironheart inside it. Huh. Permission to control the RK weapon has been granted only to me. I don't know why this is, but we should focus on the operation for now. The RK weapon is hidden beneath the Mirage Stone. As I can move the weapon, let's join forces with HQ and carry out the operation together.
Alright, understood. And back to base. Huh. Permission. Is it them who caused that? I need to vote. It's not the vote, yes. Fuck it. We got mail. Let's see. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lost family again.
Yeah, so what do you need? You already look fine, but I'm gonna make you look finer.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
We go. What's that, lads?
This is the Ancestors facility. I hope we can find something we can use to restore my system. But the Barcus commander has already ordered his troops to extract the data. Are we too late?
The Ancestors' data should not be underestimated. Not only does it have immense capacity, it's also quantum encrypted. Even the Magisters who worked here doing the research said that full data extraction is impossible.
See? Welcome to the slaughterhouse.
More importantly, the enemy is after the Ancestors' data as well. Can anyone think why?
Nothing comes to mind. My only guess is that this place is somehow connected to the Ironheart. I'll know once I have the data. Descendant, unfortunately none of the Ancestors' data remains in this terminal. I will check the other terminals, but it seems the Vargas were successful with their extraction.
Right. If it were possible to fully extract the data, then the Magisters would have already done it.
Until recently, it would have been impossible for the Vulgus as well. However, if they have someone on their side who is very familiar with the Ironheart, then it will have been achievable. By applying algorithms from the Ironheart to military applications, electronic warfare capabilities can be I recommend we investigate the other terminals.
Descendant, did you come here looking for me? Or did you come to witness the superior technology of the Vulgus? I am Greg, commander of the invading Vulgus forces. It is a shame that I am unable to face you directly.
This terminal also does not contain the Ancestors' data. However, Descendant, I sense the transmission of the Ancestors' data is happening close by. That is most likely where the enemy command center is located. As the enemy sealed off Kingston's network, transmitting data over a long distance would have been impossible. This means we still have an opportunity to retrieve the Ancestors' data.
I'm out. I gotta complete this quest because apparently the challenge it says I have to do this deteriorate time, so maybe I can do this. Not pass. Challenge. I'm going to do now. 30. It's definitely gonna take a while. Wow. What I didn't do missions or something because I had time. Yeah, it's easy. Very let's see. Let's see to the objective. Yeah, what? So I have to vote against. Yeah, I only do that now. units. Oh, never mind. Oh, you know it. You know it's a start to check. Chance rounds.
Thanks to Kaden and Nace's swift efforts, we've been able to restore the Ancestors' DNA using the data that you've sent. Thank you for your hard work. You've all done an excellent job. The Ancestors' biometric authentication data has been coded and sent to your receive. Guide, please activate the code when you reach the Ancestors' vault.
There is a chance that we have not yet found the Vulgus that underwent genetic modification using RK. And we haven't confirmed whether the experiment succeeded or not. But the incident in the sterile land has affected my simulations. Vulgus technology is advancing faster than I expected. Almost unnaturally so.
Yes, you are beyond. Go down.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Oh no, not him.
Descendant, I presume? You can't just argue with me, can you?
What? My Aceve channel was just switched? Enzo? There's something wrong with the Aceve channel. Enzo, respond!
It's my Aceve channel. I forced you to connect to my personal channel. You see, I'm brilliant, just like you. Now, let's play, fellow RK wielder.
Unless there's something wrong with my ears. Sounded to me like this jerk said he has RK abilities.
You heard me correctly, friend. You're curious about my RK, aren't you? Let me feel it. I injected myself with the RK that I stole from you. Oh, the power flowing through my body. What an exhilarating experience. And you were keeping all this power for yourselves. I hated you so much that I could have killed you all in an instant.
It appears that the genetic modification we saw earlier was successful.
Now, why don't you come here and give my cold, frozen body a hug, friend?
No thanks.
Those bastards. They weren't just researching ways to open the vault. Now it's clear why the Order of Truth is there. To create this monstrosity. If the Order wanted to retrieve the DNA, they would have sent the Legion of Immortality.
Knock, knock.
That's a good point.
Hey, hey. How hard did you hit this? What a brainless brute. You really want to fight me, huh?
This device can force channels to change.
So how you start talking and come over here?
Able to connect to the HQ channel again.
Channel reconnection confirmed. The Aceve channel is back online. Guide, please modify this code so that the channel cannot be disconnected again.
I have established a defensive security code. Communications will not be affected in the future.
It doesn't feel too bad to have my limbs cut off like this. It almost feels like a dream. I'll send you a little present soon.
Shut and take the damage, you. Ah! Get out. Do this. Die! 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 Are you kidding me? Let's get it.
What is that? There's a strange image on the command HUD. Is that Jaber?
Vulgus don't usually dream. Oh, but thanks to the Arche Serum, I dream my every moment. You can call me Jaber.
The serum that was injected into the Vulgus was from Jaber. Ironheart pulses have increased significantly. The vault must be nearby.
Send a signal to Jeremy. Jeremy, do you read me? Jeremy. Jeremy, respond. Damn. Hang on just a little longer, everyone.
It's so nice to see your face, friend. Can you call me Jaber just this once? Here I am. Eamon's delay has changed our plans, but it can't be helped. In my next dream, I'll be dancing with your corpse!
Oh, I see what this is. Look at all. Get out of here. Alright, perfect. Please can't hear it. Out is listening.
Biometric authentication code accepted.
He's down.
Descendant. Access the vault.
And then after I got a cutscene with the traitor. But I did get a feeling. Because I looked at him and I was like, why are you gonna feeling to go betray us? And turned out my fear was right. Ugh. Alright, let's see. It's here and then. Those special operations one.
The Dispatch season finale preview is out. There are no appearances of Chase. The rest of the Z team want Invisigal off the team. Maybe because they find out she's a traitor, or because she was reckless and Chase died as a result. They get overrun, and all heroes need to be dispatched, including Blonde Blazer. It's all-out war against the Red Ring, and we finally hear Shroud's voice. The Dispatch.
I think I'll keep you.
I can detect
It's rare to find a vintage superhero in mint condition.
The ancestors experimented on this animal. I wonder if this is why they created a weapon using RK and tested its power. We've delved this far into the past. Time to discover an ancient secret. I know the Vulgus are also desperately investigating this place because RK can be detected here. Unlike other locations, there are many broken bones here. I think there may have been a conflict at some point. I will check to see if I can detect substances other than RK.
How did just made a skip back through it like the bloody flash? Get out of here, what's out?
I can find nothing other than RK, given that only RK can be detected. Perhaps the weapon did not use RK solely as the power source. Perhaps it was used for the attack itself.
You're slow.
those records.
You're early. I expected nothing less from a Descendant. Lord Carell needs your arcade to obtain the last Ironheart.
The Bogus also discovered the existence of the arcade weapon. I figured out that they need arcade to activate it. It was wise to order Luna and Cal to return. If either of them had been killed by the Bogus, they would have been used to activate the arcade weapon. These are the ruins of the ancestors. They're connected to the place where the Caligo is buried. It might be evidence that they studied the corpse firsthand. If anything remained to be destroyed, they could have continued testing its destructive power. The enemy is sending high-voltage electric current to damage the ancestor security protocol. Battery algorithm analysis complete. You must destroy the enemy batteries in sequence. Second enemy battery confirmed. I will try to remove the security protocol.
There's one more. Find them. Alright.
Is the battery that important? Are you afraid of me?
The removal is almost complete.
Not really.
Descendant, destroy the last battery and protect the data. Security protocol removed.
Welcome, Descendant. This Ironheart needs arcade. You should be honored. Your arcade will be used for Lord Carell's grand plan.
I don't know what kind of plan he has, but he's going down soon later. That's right. Oh, come on, Johnson.
Guide code activated. 30% of data records accessed. Analyzing security data. Analysis complete. Descendant, I have discovered the goal of the development of the arcade weapon and how to use it. The arcade weapon was created to destroy the Red Sphere in order to destroy the Ironheart inside it. Permission to control the arcade weapon has been granted only to me. I don't know why this is, but we should focus on the operation for now. The arcade weapon is hidden beneath the Mirage Stone. As I can move the weapon, let's join forces with HQ and carry out the operation together.
There we go. I'm trying to equip that. So, can I have a grand plan? I am not sure what it is. But the project not like a man realizes on his own Seven has failed. I just hope don't show up again, or else I'll make things a little more difficult for me. You kill his name so easily, but here I'm at another story. Another police story again. Of course, I gotta put bars in here. And still you're not telling me it's this one, okay. Alright. Dumbass. No. Challenge. 15. This. It was 20 at this rate. This is gonna be so dang long. Once again, this story is more longer than I thought it'd be.
Thanks to Kaden and Nace's swift efforts, we've been able to restore the Ancestors' DNA using the data that you've sent. Thank you for your hard work. You've all done an excellent job. The Ancestors' biometric authentication data has been coded and sent to your receipt. Guide, please activate the code to reach the Ancestors' vault.
There is a chance that we have not yet found the Vulgus that underwent genetic modification using Arcane. And we haven't confirmed whether the experiment succeeded or not. But the incident in the sterile land has affected my simulations. Vulgus technology is advancing faster than I expected. Almost unnaturally so.
Dang it!
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Oh my gosh, forgot my name.
Descendant, I presume? You can't just let her open with me, can you?
What? My Aceve channel was just switched? Enzo, there's something wrong with the Aceve channel. Enzo, respond!
It's on chat. I forced you to connect to my personal channel. You see, I'm brilliant, just like you. Now, let's play, fellow RK wielder.
Unless there's something wrong with my ears. Sounded to me like this jerk said he has RK abilities.
You heard me correctly, friend. You're curious about my RK, aren't you? Let me fill you in. I injected myself with the RK that I stole from you. Oh, the power flowing through my body. What an exhilarating experience. And you were keeping all this power for yourselves. I hated you so much that I could have killed you all in an instant.
It appears that the genetic modification we saw earlier was successful.
Now, why don't you come here and give my cold, frozen body a hug, friend?
Those Vulgus bastards. They weren't just researching ways to open the vault. Now it's clear why the Order of Truth was there. To create this monstrosity. If they only wanted to retrieve the DNA, they would have sent the Legion of Immortality.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Hey, hey. How hard did you hit this? What a brainless brute. You really want to fight me, huh?
I don't want to make it like that.
This device can force channels to change. If we destroy it, we will be able to connect to the HQ channel again.
Reconnection confirmed. The Aceve channel is back online. Guide, please modify this code so that the channel cannot be disconnected again.
I have established a defensive security code. Communications will not be affected in the future.
There was a deal then.
It doesn't feel too bad to have my limbs cut off like this. It almost feels like I'm dreaming. I'll send you a little present soon.
What is that? There's a strange image on the command HUD. Is that Jaber?
Vulgus don't usually dream. But thanks to the RK serum, I dream my every moment. You can call me Jaber.
The serum that was injected into the Vulgus was from Jaber. Ironheart pulses have increased significantly. The vault must be nearby.
I'll send a signal to Jeremy. Jeremy, do you read me? Jeremy. Jeremy, respond. Damn. Hang on just a little longer, everyone.
It's so nice to see your face, friend. Can you call me Jaber just this once? Here I am. Eamon's delay has changed our plans, but it can't be helped. In my next dream, I'll be dancing with your corpse!
Oh, dang.
Biometric authentication code accepted. Descendant, access the vault.
Back to base.
Dad taught me this one, too.
Games that punish you for being too good. In Undertale, in the Thunder Snail minigame, you encourage a yellow snail by pressing Z repeatedly. Pressing too quickly makes the snail stop with an exclamation mark over its head. Continuing causes the snail to retreat into its shell and catch fire from excessive encouragement. If you encourage perfectly and the snail wins easily, you receive 9 gold as prize money, less than the 10 gold entry fee. But if you press the button just enough so the snail loses by a very narrow margin, you get 30 gold to protect the snail's feelings. In Fahrenheit, the opening scene has you playing Lucas Kane after committing murder in a diner bathroom. You must hide the body, clean up evidence, and hide the murder weapon knife before police arrive. Successfully hiding the knife well makes the next chapter harder. You then play as a detective investigating the crime scene who must find the murder weapon. Because you hide the knife skillfully in a random location, the game finding it as the detective becomes extremely difficult. God Hand uses dynamic difficulty with 6 levels from 0 to die. Playing well consistently raises the difficulty level automatically. Avoiding damage pushes you toward level Die, where significantly more enemies spawn into levels with much higher health and damage. Boss fights become extremely difficult even against smaller opponents. The game becomes nearly impossible if you perform too well. Games that punish you for being too good.
Brigitte's engagement with the prince has just been broken off due to him choosing another woman. Brigitte is reminded of the incident 1 year ago when she contracted a nameless spirit. Her father, fueled with anger, burned her hand. At the Magic Academy, Brigitte is the victim of gossip. She accidentally encounters the prince and another boy named Yuri having an argument. After class, Brigitte decides to focus on her studies now that she no longer has to play the idiot girl for the prince's favor. At the library, she encounters Yuri reaching for the same book as her. As they talk, Brigitte doesn't like Yuri's rude attitude, so she proposes a competition to see who would get the highest grade in the next exam. Who will win? Brigitte's engagement with the prince.
Guys, on the way to Iron Heights, you think we could stop at a drive-through? I ain't starving.
You lied about 5 years of your life. What else have you lied about?
Please state your name for the record.
Thomas Merlin.
Mr. Merlin, you were declared dead.
I took the opportunity to fake my own death to protect my identity as the Hood. You're under arrest on suspicion of murder, assault. 6 against 1. It's not really a fair fight. You should brought back up. I did. Cutting a little close there, aren't you, John? Thanks for doing this. My pleasure. Always wanted to say I am Spartacus. Christopher Trance. Name Ramirez. Guys, on the way to Iron Heights, you think we could stop at the drive-through? I ain't starving.
You lied about 5 years of your life. What else have you lied about?
Please state your name for the record.
Thomas Merlin.
Mr. Merlin, you were declared dead.
I took the opportunity to fake my own death to protect my identity as the Hood. You're under arrest on suspicion of murder, assault. 6 against 1. It's not really a fair fight. You should brought back up. I did.
Can you survive on vending machines? Starting with breakfast, I got myself a nice bag of burritos. This is perfect. But to survive, I need 2,000 calories, and not to mention 64 ounces of water. But after breakfast, it was lunchtime. So I went to the mall, but I found out the stupid done. So I got cookie dough and a bottle of water, which...
So this is the Arnhart excavation site that was documented in the ancestors' data. As you must know, the Arnharts are mysterious entities that somehow made their way to Ingram. They were first discovered by the architect. The Iron Hearts were passed down to the ancestors, my creators, and the forebears of the Descendants. We don't know why the ancestors hid all the Iron Hearts. But this much is certain. I was created in order to lead you to them. After that, well, we'll come to that once we find you an Iron Heart.
Yeah, but you failed to get hit on one, but let's hope we don't fail this one.
Descendant, I'm detecting an unusual energy flow nearby. These are traces of Ironheart excavation. Ironheart microparticles confirmed. Initiating emergency restoration protocols to repair damaged systems. Descendant, we have retrieved Ironheart elements from the excavation site. Next, I must... Oh no. This wasn't just an
Buster will
excavation
kill
site.
you. Need to get so.
I need to interface with the quantum monolith, a data processor belonging to the ancestors. This device contains my restoration data, which can be copied using Ironheart microparticles. I can guide you there. However, to access the quantum monolith, Descendant, I must undergo authentication here first. I should still have access, as it was my system and memories that were damaged. Just keep the Vulgus at bay while the authentication is in progress.
Intruders accessing core asset. Approaching high-risk levels. Initiating facility lockdown procedures.
Descendant, passageways are being blocked across the facility. I'll do my best to find a way out, but it won't be easy to maneuver. Please be careful. An excavation site. There must have been countless experiments conducted here using the Iron Hearts. Emergency restoration protocols would have been one of them.
Oh.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
No one can leave! Executing Legion of Immortality General Amon's orders!
Descendant, I must access the quantum monolith. Defeat the Volus.
And he's out. Fish.
Okay, you ready? Where is the cooktop? Right here. Where? Right here. Just place it. Now the stuff is heavy, as you can see. You're sniffing it, you know it's hot, and it's hot. Hot. Okay,
Something's coming back to me. Down with Howard! Down with
Why aren't these uniforms cut fast? I don't understand it. I got them at the same place I buy Mother's dresses, and good Lord, Mother's in the park.
This I gotta see.
Something's coming back to me. Down with
Can't say ow, ow, ow. Oh, say, damn, bitch, where's you? So, fed you up. Oh. Oh, I went. Oh, yeah, I got the knife. I ain't clipping that. Yeah. That looks cool. We put that on, right? Yeah, where is it? I just not have this now, right? Oh. Alright. Awakened Survivor. Or... Now we just stay with the same one. Anyway. I always get the force first, so... do this. Oh, that's mailbox. Okay, 2 more, and then we should reach the 20. Well, I remember just playing these and then after they were missions. Like it's. But this is Kingston, right? Let's go in there and then look for the wet which I'm looking for. I know one on those. Make sure one on generals and then get that. I can data for guide. Shoot. I think it was here. But that's the first location I landed to start the game. No, it's somewhere else. Okay. I think. So here, let's see. Yeah, but I should just bring out the data for me. And then I would call that bunny in it. And then she said she's in. I don't know what type of be. I saw addicted operation was this. This is a friend operation. You know, I wish you look around and see. Oh yeah, waypoint. Stick up the waypoint. Yep, this is the one. So this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was that long to wait. Ditch that.
Most of the main passageways are now either blocked or destroyed. It appears the enemy intends to destroy the entire facility. Air vents, drainage pipes.
How did I hear?
Use any available alternative means of escape.
Is it random now?
Sharon, I've restored some of the data from the Vulgus experiment. According to these records, the facility you're in is the private property of General As it was
Wait,
Ironheart traces
this
which led us to this place, Corell and Eamon might actually be there.
It won't be an easy fight if they are.
Sharon,
Awaiting your transmission.
the traces of the Ironheart detected here. There. Never mind. I will let you know after I've performed further analysis.
Okay, Guide. They synchronize the alarms with the nuclear reactor's self-destruct switch. What the hell are they thinking? They'd rather take everyone and everything with them than give up the Ironheart. I can modify the circuitry, find the alarms, and destroy them.
Excuse me.
Alarms disabled. Strange. I'm sure they wouldn't dare do something like that if Corell and Eamon were actually here. For now, we need to stabilize the deactivated reactor, turn on the coolers. I'll continue tracking the Ironheart traces.
Well, I guess. Wow. Wow. There we go. No one expected it. That'd be awesome. Really?
All units transmitting critical operation details. From the restored Vulgus experiment records, I've reconstructed an audio recording that seems to have been made during the time of the experiments. Listen.
Legion will become greater through the Ironheart. Rise, my warriors. If your lives fall, stand in the vanguard. I will stand at the vanguard of the Legion. Al-Zaruk submits to Lord Corell's command. The Ironheart will initiate the data inversion immediately.
It cannot be. Then these Ironheart traces are...
Al-Zaruk.
I see you found the experiment records. Seems I wasn't thorough enough with the cleanup. Yes, I am Al-Zaruk, Lord Corell's vanguard. Born again, thanks to the Ironheart. Lord Corell said you would come. I am to bring him your hits. I'll be waiting, Descendant.
Damn it! So the Ironheart's already gone then?
So this is why the traces felt displaced. Descendant, in order to increase the accuracy of our pursuit, we need to access all the data on Vulgus units who were transformed using the Ironheart. We must defeat Al-Zaruk. Sean, will you relay the report towards the HQ?
Will do. I'll be on my way. Good hunting.
Very nice. Even more of our soldiers will gain new bodies through the Ironheart. I'll have your lifeless body join us as well.
It is over, Descendant. But there is so much information that is hard to accept. This Alzarok is one thing. But Karel has ordered for the Ironheart to be inverted. Whatever that means. Inversion. What could that be?
No idea. Oh, something that the least for who the one who had answers to his data. It was him. He's the reason why, you know. Like for them, fortunate for them, we got. Well, they got it, but they didn't have to send it from out because we just not only the dance of doing so, we also killed one of their like individuals, so that feeling that's kind of got that.
The success of this operation will lead us to victory. Welcome back. I've read the report submitted through the Assieve. Only the guide could handle the RK weapon. She didn't know anything about the Caligo, but she has access permissions for the RK weapon, which is powerful enough to kill a Caligo. It's a little suspicious. But we have a more important matter at hand. We must obtain the Ironheart. Now that we have everything we need, all that's left is to go all out. We've already loaded a tactical armored vehicle with the material to pour over the Red Sphere. But there's a problem. The substance is highly volatile, so Kyle and Luna are escorting it carefully. This slows things down, of course. While they're escorting the tactical armored vehicle, I need you to clear out all the Vulgus from the surrounding area. We must create a secure environment to get the vehicle into position.
Once the special material arrives safely, we can move on to the final stage of our operation. When the chemical reaction changes the surface of the Red Sphere, that'll be our chance. We must activate the RK weapon at that moment. Once the Red Sphere is neutralized, we only need a small amount of RK to retrieve the Ironheart. But even though we don't need a lot, both Luna and Kyle's RK has been severely depleted. Descendant, you're the only one who can activate the weapon. I know it'll be physically demanding, but it's a critical step to accomplishing our goal.
I need you to focus on the mission more than ever. Go to the Agna Desert and complete the assignment so that the tactical armored vehicle can get into position safely. Let's show those bastards that this victory will be ours.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Raina. We've detected unidentified phenomena around the Red Sphere. The floating stones are moving. Requesting reinforcements.
Don't worry, it's just the guide. She's moving the floating stones so we can approach the Red Sphere.
So, the guide really does have control. The situation is favorable for the moment. We have to hurry.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
What did that actually counts? Very fun though. Let's go with the fat pass. Challenge. Okay, at discount. Okay. That's the
Now
case.
what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
That's the case. Let's proceed. Let's start here. Resources.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Research has been complete again. Man, they're going too fast.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
Do one more and then wrap up.
Karel's ship stopped midair. Guide, are you getting any readings?
The void signal being generated by the remnants of the Colossus is compromising the sensitivity of my bandwidth.
Damn it, the enemy are swarming on this side too. I won't let a single bastard through, but you'll have to take care of whatever's inside.
Jeremy, the Ironheart, and the soldiers. None of their fates are certain. Don't look back, Descendant. Keep moving forward. Now that Karel has arrived in person, the Vulgus are fully prepared. Unless we destroy their alarm, it will continue to alert more enemy troops. If we don't destroy it, it will endanger not only us, but Enzo and Essimo as well.
Oh gosh, someone's bleeding. Oh god. Oh god, you too? Oh gosh, how poor you guys are. Ah. need to go. Yeah, I can put my journey in. Let's find up top of this. Well, he.
Ironheart pulses have been detected. I will try to extract the signal.
Go.
The signal has been interrupted. Disrupted by something. Jeremy may have placed the Ironheart back into the quantum storage box.
Good. At least get that out. Still. We need an Ironheart. That's what him. Failed. Failed. Hey, I got it. There it is coming.
Stopping their attack.
Damn it! That was a fail. Down with me.
You get better.
Down with me, bozo.
Stay alert. The enemy is still out there.
Jeremy, come in. If you surrender now, we can protect you. I repeat, surrender now. No, we need to move faster. Ship is leaving. Guy, what happened to the Ironheart?
I'm still unable to track the Ironheart due to its void signal. I cannot detect its pulses. There are bodies ahead. It's the soldiers. Vulgus ambush. Focus, Descendant.
I'm fighting that.
No.
Yes, they are. But I want to at least see him alone. Yeah, but I'll still mostly get moving. Oh, there, yeah. Poor fella.
No.
Another descendant.
You are mine.
Lord Parental's orders were to
take care of any descendants who followed.
Descendant.
Only one more left.
I can detect traces of Jeremy on that focus. We may be able to find out what happened here.
It's your best. Alright, that's enough.
Personnel and descendants, please proceed to the Colossus guided capture zone.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Let me tell you how I managed to come back from the void.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Alright. What's a wrap?
So, over to there we go. Everybody.
That's a wrap from the day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow evening, as always. So bye bye everybody, and thank you for watching.